Oh my gosh, everybody! GG's.
Oh, good game.
Hey.
I
That was
can't believe
amazing.
a no turmoil charismatic. That's crazy. Look at
You're
that.
supposed
Look
to
at
be
that.
turmoil.
Look at that
Now
decree.
look at that crazy decree. Look
Oh.
at
I
that
know
thing. That
one.
doesn't even make any
How
sense.
did you manage to do it with 2 suited recruit cards? I can't believe we couldn't get him to the turmoil.
And not
with that.
even the same one. It's not like there was a
Oh,
double.
I was
recruit.
no help. Here I am. Here, look, all my frogs are here.
Let's be real. I should have won
Favoring
that.
the board.
I
Here's
should
the
have
thing.
won.
I look at the decree and I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, when I look at the decree, I just think it's gamer time.
You always say that.
You know
Oh,
what?
friend.
You're right. I do.
Well, favors are definitely dangerous for the frogs, but it's my own fault. I doubled
The
down.
P
I
in
doubled down
SP
for
stands for
Boom.
Prince. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey
Oh,
guys,
that's
there's a
Yeah.
button that wasn't here before. It says rewind. I wonder what happens if I hit that.
Oh
I
no!
thought it was there.
No,
Oh.
you have to
Wait,
rewind.
don't do it.
No,
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 no, probably no.
All right. Hey, all you freaks and weirdos. It is Thursday night. It is Weird Root. Welcome. We've got a fun one tonight. It is the 80s Rewind. Is it just, it's not the 80s Rewind.
80s.
Because remember when Root came out in the 80s and everybody was like, oh my gosh, have you played this game? It's so crazy.
I believe it was the 1880s.
1880s, yes. It was the origins of war.
18XX's sort of.
Yes, exactly. 18XX-ish, around that time. Anyway, yes, we are playing the Root Rewind. We're going back. So this was a really cool idea, basically to kind of look back at the heart and the beginning, not just of Root, because that's where we're going, but also the beginning of the Root fan factions. Today we're going to be playing with 2 of the original OG fan factions, the Black Creek Pirates and the Pond Confederation. And I know, Slug, you had prepared some comments about our factions that we're playing tonight.
That's correct. That's right, Bobbot. I had done that, but for some reason I think I don't know if it's the Mandela effect or something, but I seem to have not know. I do not possess the things that I made. I don't know if I'm. Maybe we're in a different dimension.
I feel like, does anybody else feel like they've traveled through time? Like that seems like an obnoxious and silly thing to say, but I strangely feel like I've traveled through time, as if I even know what that sensation feels like.
A deja vu. I'm getting.
Yeah.
As long as Biff is waxing my car, I'm fine with it.
More like a deja root. Am I right?
There you go. There you
So
go.
let's look at our factions and our players tonight. In our first turn position, we've got Prince. You can see on TTS it says Prince or Bang. But Prince, welcome. You are
Hello.
You're new. This is your first time.
This is my first time.
Welcome to
First
Weird
time,
Root.
long time, Bot.
Well, were you ever on the stream?
No.
Yeah. So this is your first time on Weird Root. So welcome to Weird Root. New Weirdling effect.
Thank you.
And Prince is going to be playing the Thief.
It's true.
All right.
I'm thieving it up.
Kicking it old school. I guess if you didn't notice, we're playing all base game factions plus base or original fan factions, and the Thief is obviously a base game Vagabond. So, well, welcome, Prince. Glad to have you.
Thank you, Bot.
I'm gonna put a link to because you have a YouTube, don't you?
I do. I have some root games on there that some of the fellow people in this game have been in. So
Spoiler
if people are
alert.
interested, and there's some weird stuff going on there too,
Yeah.
courtesy of Slugfacekillah, which I'm sure you'll get to.
Yeah, I'll add Prince's YouTube channel.
Who?
What? Who?
Who? Oh, Slug. Slug is who I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Who?
Well, it's like, okay. All right, that's about enough of that. All right. don't know. All right.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Bob.
Second chair. Second chair. We've got me. I'm playing the Marquise de Cat, the original OG of Root factions, the Cats, the Imperialists. You know me. You know my name. You know my face. Let's move to my left. Who are these crazy-looking frog people?
Hello, Phil.
It's the Pawn Confederation, as played by Slugfacekillah. All right.
Yeah. This is the Pawn Confederation. Maybe after we do our introductions, I've prepared a couple notes about our two fan factions today that I'd be glad to let our viewers out there know a little thing about.
What some people don't understand or know about the Pawn Confederation is that they are clairvoyant frogs. As you can see on their faction board, it makes reference to the Dark Deck, which didn't come until like 3 years later after the Pawn Confederation was built. So that's something you probably didn't know about the Pawn Confederation.
The what now?
The Dark Deck?
The what now?
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. You got to tell us when you go into character, Slug, or I guess at least let us know when you come out. All right, we're moving around. Okay.
Are we required to call him Tadpole for this game?
Yes, I think so. No. All right.
Oh, okay.
And with her fire, with her crazy upside down otter, we've got Apple. Welcome.
Yarg.
You are playing.
I'm here to plunder booty.
Apple's playing the Black Creek Pirates. Aye. And yeah, we'll show you how those work in a little bit. Aye, Captain.
Captain.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. And then finally, Ccoyote, Ccoyote. I don't know. I always call you Coyote. If that's wrong, I apologize. Playing the I always want to say electric Eyrie, but it's not.
Yeah, bot_bot.
Yeah, right. All right, we are we've experienced some sort of interdimensional effect. I can tell. So, well, that's everybody at the table. Welcome everyone. We're gonna have some fun. Let's get it started. We've got a Vagabond. Anything else?
What about my notes?
Oh, did you want to do that now? I thought you were going to do that when it was your turn. But go for it. Give us your notes.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to say, way back in the year of 2018, way back, Root shipped out to Kickstarter backers in August of 2018, and the Pawn Confederation, the faction I'll be playing, appeared on BGG on September 9th, 2018. A mere few weeks later, it's amassed in its history 11 likes and 38 comments, which in the BGG fan faction game, that's a lot. I gotta tell you, that's top tier. A couple interesting quotes: the art and the player board design is very good, almost as good as the originals with the game. Quote: "This is the best fan faction I've seen yet, and I'd like to encourage you to keep working on it." And Patrick Leader from Leader Games says, and I quote, "I'm interested to see how testing bears out here. There seems to be just enough going on." Arcane from the French Discord also made a French variant, but today we are editing just a few things based on our playtest of the faction, the goal being to keep as much of the original faction as is, and stay focused on their original concepts. As far as the Black Creek Pirates, though Root shipped out to backers in August 2018, on October 23rd, 2018, the Black Creek Pirates 1 first appeared on BGG. They've amassed a total likes of 15 likes and 52 comments with quotes such as, "Very cool. I wish I had your artistic graphic design skills." And quote, "Of all the creative faction I've seen, this one is the most interesting by far." Quote, "Cool to see items being used by someone other than the Vagabond. Did this person also see into the future?" And quote, "Ooh, I really love the flavor of the pirates and that they interact with the items. Again, this was a faction ahead of its time." This was last updated by the designer, Mike Patak at Norsehound on June 22nd, 2021, where he said, "I'm glad to see others taking off with it. I have no problems with the others doing so, as long as I'm credited for the basis of the variants. You definitely are, Mike Patak." So the Black Creek Pirates, II, or 2, was created by Remy Pepe. From the French Discord. And then I have done a translation of this board with only a few slight alterations. And as far as the Pawn Confederation, we are playing it as is. This was created by... Shoot, I've lost it. Bedank. At Bedank. It's foolish me. At Bedank on BGG. And what we've done is we've added the Pawn Saver. So on the Ultimate mod, this Pawn Saver comes in this bag, and all it does is it fits over top of the original board and gives you just one ability and adjusts a few of the point scoring things so it can be used a little bit more readily in games with factions today.
One thing I
That's
will
all I have
add.
to say.
One thing I will add is that all of this
You do that.
content, including the Pawn Confederation and the Black Creek Pirates, can be found in the Root Ultimate mod on Steam. That's
Except
where
this
we.
Charming Campfire.
That's where we go. Oh yeah, the campfire will not be in there. Yes. No. Good call. All right, well, I think we're ready. Take us away,
Yeah.
Prince.
All right. It looks like there's a shallot over there by the campfire. I'm not
A
quite sure
what?
how that works, but
A
Kitty
shallot?
cat.
It's a cat.
this. Oh, okay. From a long distance away and from an oblique view, it looks like a peeled white shallot. Anyway, with
Some
that
kind of-
said,
Some kind of time, right? Is it some kind of time?
What?
What?
what
Some
I'm
kind of
gonna.
time, I think.
It's an egg
I'll
timer.
go ahead. Slip. I'm gonna do what we thieves do, which is slip and search or explore. So let's do that. I have a second sword, which is something that I really didn't want immediately.
I can take it off your hands, my friend.
But I will take it and I will move on over to I will move on over to this cat, this Texas over here. And I will, you know what? I will, I'm gonna aid the cats here. So
Oh yeah.
here you are. I will aid you this card here. And we are number one buddies now. So, and that's all I've got. If I had a turn marker, I would move it on over to the cats.
Maybe in the
Ooh.
future that will be invented. All right, so I will place wood at my single sawmill, and I'm not gonna craft. Thank you very much, though. I do appreciate the contribution to the cause.
Is it
And
Woodland Runners? Or just some random boot?
I'm gonna build that for 2 points.
All right. Time to pile up on those cats. Hey, if there's not 6 boots, I'm not playing Coyote.
And if there, I'm going to.
You could have 6 with the Black Creek Pirates, could you not? No, you couldn't, because you couldn't start with it.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna spend this to overwork. Nope, can't do it. My
Nope.
bad. That is a. I don't have a rabbit sawmill.
You have to spend those other coins.
Yes. Well, dang. I'll recruit. And then I will. Move. And then I'll draw 1 card.
Alright. So, Raining Frogs, if I have no warriors or tadpoles on the map, I place 3 warriors in a river clearing. That ain't gonna happen. Recruit. I can replace warriors and clearings with tadpole tokens present. Also, not happening. For more details on tadpoles, please consult future turns. I get to take 3 actions. I'm going to use my little handy action bag here. And I think my first one is I'm going to move once. Yeah, I'll move once. And I'm going to build by spending a card. And I rule the clearing, so I get to place a tadpole for free. Spawn for free. And then I will also spawn another. As my third action, I will spawn here. And I will draw dos cardos. I shall end my turn.
Okey-dokey. I'm going to hoist the sails. Except not because I don't want to. But I could. And then I can craft, but I won't. I then move and then potentially battle, which I was going to go into here until these pesky little tadpoles showed up.
I'll leave. It's temporary. I just need it to spawn quickly.
Yeah. So we're going to go over here. We'll bring this mini over here. Hello, cat.
Hello.
And then, unfortunately, for the cats, we will be battling the cats.
All right.
But instead of one of the hits that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a card from you instead.
Oh, that's not good.
And I could go over there and take something from the Vagabond, but then I can't bury treasure because there's no building slot. So I'll have to wait till the Vagabond clears that up.
I've got your back, Vagabond.
You may choose to take a random card. Yeah, it'll be a random card.
Apparently.
Well, let me. Do you ambush me?
I do not ambush you.
Okay. So this will be one less hit. But it still does one, unfortunately. So I'll just take one of these. Boop. Gracias. You may have your cards back. Thank you for your time. And then, so I did my 2 actions, and I could spend a card matching the clearing that I'm in. And I think I will, actually. I'm going to spend this fox that I just stole to move back to the ship. Like so. And then I will bury any number of times, spend the card number listed here, to bury loot. And
Oh no, we lost Ccoyote.
Oh, bye, Ccoyote. But I'm going to spend this bird card to
He'll
go
be
ahead
back.
and bury this here. Like so. Because I'm not allowed to bury treasure in river clearings.
Can you
That's
remind
for
me?
the explorer, by the way.
Can you remind me how I can unearth it?
Yes, indeed I shall. If you look down here on the board, players with crafted item boxes, so not the Vagabond, may spend a card in daylight matching the clearing of the buried loot to remove it. You score 1 point and you gain the buried item.
Okay.
I think also the Vagabond can just straight up explore it as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the Vagabond score a point for that explore as well?
It's cardboard.
I would assume so,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that it's an explorer action.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume so as well.
Cool.
But just know that if you do unbury that loot and take it, then you will be my next target, because then you have the loot that I want to bury again.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cycle.
It's a vicious cycle.
Yes. And then during daylight, I can transfer, and I'm still in daylight, I can transfer my warriors to my ship, and I will do that so they come over here onto my board.
Get out of the mouse clearings.
Mouse favor incoming.
Oh no!
Not really. I'm just
Run!
saying I could.
Run!
Because I do craft with the people in here, depending on where the ship is. So,
Run!
and
Yeah.
I do craft after I hoist my sails, so I could move to a bunny clearing and craft my bunny favor instead. I will recruit
Fascinating.
1 warrior plus 1 per treasure in loot, and so I have 1 treasure in my loot, so I'll recruit 2. So really, I didn't need to bring them on the ship, but I don't know, kind of my strategy: pull them on the ship. Guys can't hurt them. And then I draw 1 card.
It's
Yeah,
a
I think
full looking ship.
I think it's a good strategy but then it's like the payoff is that you then have to spend cards to move them.
Yeah, it takes more action economy to get out and about, but like I don't want my forces to be
Safe.
wiped out early. So
I like how the fire is visible through this hidden area.
I know, I saw that.
Ccoyote is crafting a tea.
Okay, he's
Sure
crafting
am.
a tea.
And
That's a
added bird
builder.
To build.
Added a bird.
I'm going to move, build, get 1 point, get 1 card, call it a turn.
Nothing
All right.
fancy.
Nothing fancy, not to start out with. And that would make sense for the builder start too. So I'll go ahead and refresh. I'm going to let's see. Do I want to slip into your clearing, Ccoyote?
But you want the ruins. Come closer, my friend.
Yeah, right. And I can always move back to him. That would be fine. I think I'm going to stay in place for now. I will. And then let's remind ourselves about the ship token. That
It's
cannot
not
be
really,
removed.
yeah,
It's not really a
really
token.
there. No.
Okay.
No.
So it's just kind of
It can only move along the
ethereal.
road.
It's a ghost
Yeah.
ship, like
Well, it's in
the
the
Flying
water.
Dutchman, sort
It's
of.
in the water, and none of you guys can swim. So,
I see.
well,
It's
the
not.
frogs can, but they don't like us.
It's not docked anywhere, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Our skin is
Okay.
flimsy.
There you go.
Our skin is flimsy and slimy.
And then let's see. As far as the frogs, they craft using ponds.
Mm-hmm.
And you have 2 ponds out, and you create ponds
By spending cards.
by spending cards. Perfect.
If I rule the clearing where I build the pond, I get a free action to spawn a tadpole.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna stick around. I'm gonna stick around here. I will explore the ruin. Get a bag. That's a nice place to be.
Handy bag.
Handy bag. I will then.
You're definitely in a good spot.
Yeah, I am going to. Why don't we? Let's aid my handy frog friends over here
Oh, thank you kindly.
to gain a relationship marker or a relationship point. And yeah, I'm not sure I really want to go into that clearing with the ship right now. That would make me an easy target for the pirates. So let's move down and visit my other unallied faction, the Eyrie.
You know the ship can move, right?
It sure can.
Okay, just checking. You're like, I don't want to go to this river clearing, but I'll go to this one.
Yeah.
First thing it does.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it's any adjacent one. So there's no spending of anything, is there?
You can just ship on out.
Let's see.
I'm not
I
saying like
know.
there's no
Hello,
reason for me to
Bill.
go for you there because I can't bury loot there. But I mean, potentially, depending on the cards in my hand, I could. So
Well, it's here. You just have to rule.
no, I can't bury loot in river
Oh,
clearing.
right. Mm.
I see.
Gosh,
Pirate's
what?
Code.
I'll stick here, and in the meantime, there are no quests that I can do, so I will relieve my turn.
All right. Got 1 wood. And then I'm going...
Did you aid the birds?
I did not aid the birds, no.
No. Gotcha.
I'm going to craft cobbler.
Oh, nice.
And
Solid craft.
then I'm going to build a sawmill for 1 point. And then I think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna overwork.
Is that a favor?
Yeah.
I wish I had stolen that off of you.
And then I'm gonna build a recruiter.
I feel much safer knowing it's there.
Yeah.
And that
I told you the
will-
mouse one is in my hand. I gotta burn down the keep.
I had a dream that rabbit favor got rid of all my frogs off the board.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I had, I'm sorry, I had 2 wood. I'm not gonna be overworking.
Oh no.
Oh.
Please overwork.
Hmm.
Please overwork. No.
That was sick and twisted.
That
That's-
was cruel.
That's double build.
No
Yes.
backsies. No backsies.
No backsies.
That's some information that can't be taken back now.
And then I will recruit.
I'm sad now.
What are the chances, you know?
And then
Oh, 1 in 4.
and then just to be hilarious, I'm going to spend a bird card to overwork.
Okay, shoot.
There you go. Terrible turn. Terrible turn.
Oh, man.
And I'll grab 1 card.
Alrighty, Roo. So I am not raining frogs, but I am going to recruit. So I'm going to place warriors in a clearing where a tadpole token is present and return that tadpole token to the playing board. And I repeat the step any number of times, and the number of warriors I can place is specified by the tadpole track on my player board. So this first one will get me 2, and I'm going to put them up here. And I think that... Am I going to do the other one? I probably should. So I'm going to move. Build. Respawn. And then I will move. And I believe that is all I can do. Move, build, spawn. Yeah, that's okay. I'll do that. So then I score dose points, and I draw dose cards.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here come the pirates.
You done, Slug? Yo, you discarding?
Yeah, I gotta discard.
Many cards. Okie dokie. I'm gonna hoist the sails. Ship's gonna sail on down to this clearing with the burbs. And they can come off the ship in my daylight. Oh wait, do I want to craft? Do I craft the favor now or later? I'm not gonna craft the favor. You know, if I had it. I could craft this little guy. I don't think I'm going to though. So, okay. I'm going to not craft. Instead. Okay. Slug, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to be alive at the end of a battle to take an item?
Must declare your intent to steal before rolling, but your warriors need not survive to still take the item or card. As long as you have rolled hits to deal, you may steal.
Perfect. So free action, they're gonna disembark the ship, and we will go ahead and move 5 of them. So my first action will be to move. We'll move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. My second action will be to battle here against the Eyrie. I'm going to be doing 1 less hit because I intend to take a T from you.
I ambush you.
I should have crafted the scouting party. That's fine. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Statements of regret are always better when sung.
Ooh, 0-0. So never mind. I don't think I do anything or get anything. That was unfortunate. I actually didn't really care about the ambush that much. I just wanted the tea. Okay. Well, then I will. I think I'm gonna go ahead and spend this to battle in this mouse clearing against the Vagabond.
I will ambush you.
Oh.
Alrighty, that's a lot of ambushes used.
That's gotta hoit.
Yay. Alrighty then. I won't be scoring or burying or anything else. So I will just recruit a couple of guys and draw a card.
All right. I'll throw this in a move. And by this, I mean a rabbit. I'll recruit here. Then I'll go ahead and move, build there. Score 2 points. Draw 2 cards. Call it a turn.
All right. I'll go ahead and refresh. Ooh, that was a tricky turn for me. I think let's look at my quests. Does a thief quest? Not this early. I'll slip up here. I will go ahead and aid my last unaided faction. A card which I will soon learn to regret.
Thank you.
And take a T. I will then move up here and explore for 1 point for the aid, 1 point for the explorer. Get myself a hammer. And flip that. I cannot move from this clearing, and I cannot craft. So there's not much else for me because I can't do any more of my quests. So this was a short turn, you guys.
Oh, you're in first place. It's okay.
Oh, well. Not for long.
All right, we got a wood and a wood. That's 3 wood total. That's a lot of wood.
Wood and a wood.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and craft these coins.
Ooh. I like coins.
Pirates love coins.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see, I've got some actions.
Oh, yes. I need to draw for my turn.
I'm gonna build a sawmill here for 2 wood. And then I'm gonna march. No, I'm actually gonna go this way. And then I will go ahead and recruit. And I will use my cobbler, and I will move where shall I move? Right there. I did not get my points for my sawmill, which was 2. And I'll draw 1 card.
Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all planning on crafting that favor next turn if you've got it?
Well, I only have 2 people in my crew right now.
Okay, so I'm safe for 1 turn.
It depends on what clearing you're in, but yes. Also,
Well,
I don't actually have a favor, but it's fine.
But if you did, you'd have to have 3. So I'm
Indeed,
safe
I
for
would.
a turn. So this would be the
Indeed.
time to do it. Okay, so I think that what I'll do is, so I shall recruit, and I'll just take unos tadpolos, and I shall have 3 actions. I shall move down here. And then I shall build for a free spawn. And then I will build for a free spawn. Actually, I'm going to bring this guy too, just because I feel like... actually, am I? No, I'll do that. That's fine. So that's my 3 actions. Nobody is where things are bad, so I'm going to do something really gross, which is that I will get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Oh, it's not that gross. Barely holding on to second here. 2, 3. And that's what I'll do, and I'll get rid of this fox dominance for the cats there.
Okie dokie. I had a plan. I'm gonna go here. Some hoisting the sails. We're gonna sail on over to there. We're gonna craft the scouting partay that we should have crafted last turn. That's fine. Okay. And then we will freely move off of the ship. Actually, we're not gonna move. We're not gonna move off the ship. We don't need to move off the ship. I'm going to fight somebody. We can move, and we can fight. We will.
Yeah, 'cause you can't move.
Yeah, we're gonna. I just don't really want to bring my guys out here because then I won't be able to craft a favor next turn if they die. I will battle the Eyrie, and I cannot be ambushed, so I won't ask. 3-2. Oh, and I want to. Sorry, I'm supposed to declare it beforehand, but I would like a card, please. Oh, so you actually only lose 2.
You would
Uh,
battle me, that is, right?
Yeah, but instead of taking the roost, I'll take a card. Oddly enough.
All right. Draw randomly, but I'll
Yep.
flip them over.
Okie dokie. I was hoping to pull a fox, and I did not. But I could. Oh, sorry, those guys went into my crew. That's not how that works. Okay. So I just did one action, and I can do my little ship movement action anytime during my daylight. So I actually am gonna. So like, tell me if I'm breaking the rules.
No.
We're gonna come on out here, and because we were hoping to pull a foxy fox off of that, and we did not. I'm gonna hit the Vagabond, and I cannot be ambushed, and I will be taking an item from you, my good sir.
All right. Alright,
So I
that's
do one
2
less
hits.
hit. No, just one hit because I instead of doing a hit, I take an item.
And then you take 2 hits from me, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you
and then-
choose the item.
And then I choose the item.
No, I choose the item.
Defender chooses the item stolen.
Oh,
Doesn't it?
okay.
Does it have to be?
I'm sorry.
It can't. I don't think he can choose to give me a bag.
Does it have to be a non-ruin item, non-starting non-ruin item?
Yeah.
Non-starting.
Non-starting
non-ruining
item.
So that
Just
would be
non-starting.
Just a non.
Oh, okay, not non-ruin, just non-starting.
okay. I will abandon a sword. Yeah, I'll abandon a sword.
I think that's the only. Oh, I guess you could give me a T. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to give me one of your 2 Ts? I mean, don't care that much.
Yeah, let's that's what I was debating. I'll abandon the T since I'm not really making use of it just yet.
Okay. So I took a T. We're all dead, but that's okay. Alrighty. So I could do move and battle again, but I don't want
then
to
I
use
have to damage.
Okay.
Damage.
I will not bury anything because I don't rule
What's
anyone.
the order of operations between damaging items and giving items?
Um,
Can I damage the T and then give that one?
that seems odd, but I don't know.
It seems odd, which is why I'm asking.
News alert: we're back to favored.
Yeah, no,
territory.
you'd have to still damage an item.
I still have to damage, and
Because you still have to take one of the hits.
Yeah.
So one of the hits steals the item, one of the hits does the damage, but the hits would happen all at once.
I see. Okay. Noted.
I do appreciate it though, Prince, that you gave me a T, which allowed me to recruit 3. So
Yeah, well.
again with the favoring.
Well.
Run!
Hopefully no favors.
This is really need to draw a bird card at some point. Shit, where'd I go?
Haven't you gotten all the value out of your builder though? I mean, you can just turmoil, right?
No turmoil builder win. Do it.
No, I need to craft 3 more points.
Oh,
For some unknown reason.
some unknown reason.
Move. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn.
full board already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I guess I can build here this turn.
And you, what's the buried treasure thing?
Spending a card.
So you could spend a card to unbury this treasure.
And
if
by
you can
spend,
get there.
giving it to me, I believe. Do you give it to me, or you just get it?
No,
You don't give it to me. Just spend. Okay. You get a point, too.
I
Yeah,
guess
I
you're
don't
paying the
feel
locals.
like giving you a card. You've hit me twice.
You don't give it to me. You give it to the discard.
Oh.
You're paying. You're giving it to the foxes. You're using your fox influence. Little
Going
odd jobs.
to move, and move.
Oh.
Oh, I see. I missed that one.
You guys are making this really tempting for me not to do this favor right now.
I mean,
I may have to. There may be no choice. I've been waiting for BotBot to build a second building in his keep, so I get more points.
I really want some more items.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Just kidding. I don't actually have a favor. But I like lording it over everybody.
Really needed that tea though for some reason. Who knows what reason it was for, but
Yeah, I missed that that recruit thing. Before.
I mean, I do think that you probably would want to hold on to your swords and get rid of an extra T either way.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I'd
Yes.
probably want to get rid of the sword before the T.
I mean, I'm not making
He's already
use
got
of.
one T.
yeah, he
two?
doesn't even have that many items.
Yeah.
But he will. I have seen the future, and this vagabond's
5
future is
Ts.
full of stuff.
That's the next one. 5T Vagabond.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and slip here. I will.
So you can explore this, and in theory, you know what it is as well.
What is it?
It's a crossbow.
Crossbow.
Because I don't think it's a secret when I bury it, right?
No.
Otherwise, it was.
You got the bag and the hammer and the
I
sword,
got
right?
the bag, hammer, and sword. So the last one's another T.
It's a boot.
Is that right? No, it's a boot. I'm sorry. It's
T?
been
What?
it's been a long time. I don't play a lot of Vagabond. Let's be honest.
Boots or crossbow?
The ruins
can
is
go
just
for the
4 T's,
crossbow.
right? Oh, that's a fun variant. 4T vagabond or 4T
Yeah.
4T ruins.
I'm gonna explore the ruin. A 4T Vagabond. Yeah. And I will move twice.
Oh yeah, because we don't become hostile. Because we don't.
We
Can't.
can't become hostile.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will.
Fellow criminals.
Oh, I wish that I could aid you twice this turn. But I can't. So I'm going to just aid you. Not this one. That one doesn't make sense. That one, cats, for your coins.
Alrighty.
No relationship stuff. I will go up that point for the ruin too. And no crafting, so I will just draw two cards.
All right.
Guys, I feel really far behind. So can you be like nicer to my pirates?
It's very different than the game before.
No,
You're doing
remember
very
in the
well.
game before I was lagging behind really far too, and then I favored and caught up.
There wasn't any game before this. I
There
don't know
was
what
no
you're talking
game
about.
before.
That's true. In a game that I've played prior, I was lagging really far behind.
Well, I think that double ambush really like smoked you,
It did.
because that was your crew. You know, those are your peeps.
It was.
I'm going to spend 2 wood to build a workshop.
These cats getting away with Moida.
2 points.
Well, I mean, until they
And-
get favored.
Someone keeps giving them items. I'm not sure who
The problem,
actually.
Coyote, is that like my whole mechanism is to attack, unfortunately. So there's no getting around it.
It's like they saw into the future. Interacts with items. kills everybody.
Some Vagabond keeps drawing into items and not having any way to craft them, so not sure how that's going.
My second action, I'm going to battle this roost.
Coyote, how to be nicer is not ambush me
Go
when I'm
for
trying
it.
to do less hits than normal.
I don't know
Just
where
let me do it.
Where are they?
Don't
Okay.
resist.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to protect my guys a little. I'm not having a great game right now.
You're not at 1 point, Coyote.
Yeah.
Like
That's fair.
literally 1 point.
We know how you score. Can you score? Is that?
I'll recruit.
I only score by burying.
Oh, I
That's
see.
my only way.
But needs to rule clearings. So
I have to
once
rule, and I have
once
to have
they're
items to
favored.
bury.
once they're favored, they'll be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will send this bird card. The March.
And you can clear up that spot if you want, but
Actually, I think I will. I'm going to spend this. Take this
yes.
for 1 point. All right, and then I will. What do I want to do here? I'm going to move this cat. Oh, I'm not going to move that cat. I think is the favor coming? Wait a minute, I have 2 wood left?
You don't have to worry about the favor here.
Where?
Well, he was gonna move into the mouse.
Yeah. But yeah, fox clearings are
I
safe.
realize I have 2 wood to use, so I'm actually going to build instead.
That works.
Send this card.
I don't have any problems drawing bird cards this time.
Build a recruiter here, spending this wood and this wood. And that'll give me 2 points and 2 cards.
Gonna cobble?
I did actually. No, I didn't. I was gonna, but I didn't. No, I'm not.
Okey smoky. Muggo. Hello,
Yeah.
Gil. Hello, Phil. All right, I'm going to recruit here. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I regret my heavy workshop strategy.
What do I need to do here?
Is it heavy workshop? You're even across the board.
I have 4 workshops out.
3.
You have 3.
So I need to.
What?
If you have
recruit
4
here.
out, then you're cheating.
I thought I had 4 out.
1, 2, 3. So I will go. That would be pretty devastating. So I guess I will.
I like that quote. That'll be pretty devastating, so I guess I will.
Well, gotta do what you gotta do, right? But then what do I do afterwards? I think I will Craft.
A boot bag and a TE.
That's a pretty serious craft.
Yep.
Right, but that's one of my actions. I actually forgot about that. Oh, so I can't do that even.
You could craft 3 times. If you wanted.
So that would be it.
Yeah.
But that's not what I wanted to do. I forgot it was one of my
That's a
actions. That's
Bunch of
definitely unique. That's a unique feature here. Talk about unique. It was so unique. I did not remember. Okay, well that I think makes what I want to do easier, which is move and then spend this to move up here, and then I will battle cats here.
No ambush.
So I do an extra hit in clearings the river, so that'll clear that out.
It's 2 points.
2 puntos. Oh, I gotta remove my
I'm gonna save those 2 cats.
craft points, right? I didn't do that yet. Yeah, because I wasn't this far ahead, so I was back here, right? Does that make sense?
Is there?
Yeah,
wait,
I
is
just
there?
moved my Vagabond token back to 7.
Is there a
from
favor
off.
coming? We keep talking about it, but then I don't know if it's actually happening.
It's being held over our heads as if it's happening.
Because I don't know if I want to save those cats if there's a favor coming.
I played the 5th.
Whatever. I'm just gonna live with it and not save them.
And then
That's a good
I
decision.
will spend my last action will be to do this to build and then recruit for free. Or spawn for free.
Spawn for free, yeah.
Okay. Use the wrong word. And then, oh, I got 2 for the things, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for that. Right. 1, 2, 3. Definitely not what I want.
Tax collector.
Not a good frog card. I do not want to remove my warriors from the board for any reason at all.
Alrighty. I'm going to hoist the sails, but we're oh, Eyrie. You're okay. I will not actually move. We're going to stay right there. And we are going to craft. And I was going to wait, but I'm afraid the thief's going to take it from me. So we're going to go ahead and craft Favor of the Mice, praying to our mousy mouse gods.
Oh my.
And
That's brutal.
get some points. You know what? I'm at 1 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. So
You do
there we
make huge build this roost because it's all I have left on the board.
go. I can.
Thank you.
You got your 2 for my pawns?
I believe so. Yep. I counted 10, including the keep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where'd I get 10?
The Empire of Meow Meow has taken a serious hit.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, I'm now caught up with the pack, so hopefully I can actually continue to score. We'll see. Okay. So now I can do other things. So, ooh, you got any items or something? Oh, Ccoyote.
Just
You
saying,
don't have
you're
don't have
ahead
an
of me in
item
points,
thing.
and you've been railing.
You
If you would
ambushed
kill
me
this, it'd
with
be very nice.
totally. You want me to kill this or not kill this?
I would love you to kill it, so I have
You want me to kill it.
more than a single warrior next turn.
This is where it met its fate.
True.
Problem is you don't have any items.
I have cards.
You do have cards. Okay. I'm going to do this. And I will go ahead and move.
It'd be hilarious
yeah,
if you ambushed her.
I can't be ambushed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to... How many foxes do you have in your hand, Coyote?
1.
Okay, 1 and 3. I'll take it. I will fight the roost. I don't
Sounds
think
good.
I need to roll. Oh, actually, I do need to roll.
Yeah,
because...
if you roll 0, you still do 0.
Yeah.
But you got
Just
it.
enough.
Wait. In order to take a card, I have to do 1 less hit. Which means it won't.
Yeah, but you still do an
We
extra
do
hit
0 and then
because
get a
I do
bonus
that.
hit.
Undefended, yeah.
Okay, sweet. So I will take a point. And I will take a card. At random. Did you
we
shuffle?
get to see some.
They're shuffling upside down, yeah.
What is this called? Emergency orders? I don't even remember.
Not a fox. That is not a fox.
Sorry.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Not something we see very often.
Oop, my game is acting up.
It is a new roost.
A new roost.
I was really hoping I'd pull a fox, Coyote, and now I'm probably going to get board wiped, and that's fine. Okay. I can't bury because I do not rule.
The board wiper becomes the board wipey.
I mean, I was board wiped like my first turn, so it
Yeah,
just
but
got
that was your
from,
own
that was
doing.
from yourself, yeah.
it's the mechanics of my faction.
See, your biggest flaw is that you didn't chickadee check yourself. That's why you riggedy wrecked yourself.
Right.
You had the opportunity to, but
I
you
didn't think
decided
y'all were
but you
gonna
didn't.
ambush me when I'm doing 1 less hit, but you did, so it's fine. Anyways, I will recruit. I will replace 3 guys on my ship.
I've got a lore question. Since when do pirates do less hits?
Dude, I don't know.
I feel like
They have to
they're
use.
they're
They have to use part of
marauders,
their,
right?
No, but they
Like-
have to use as part of their savvy to make the actual theft attempt.
Mm.
While the others attack 1.
They gotta have someone. They have to have one of their pirate fellows go down into the hold and steal one, so they get 1 less hit. I see.
Some need the cutlass and some need the sticky fingers.
Mm. You know what? I may just be convinced.
What you thinking, Coyote?
Trying to see if I can not turmoil this turn.
Anything looking
A new
good?
roost.
So Ccoyote has 3 locations.
Don't you get? Do you get 6 guys? Oh no, only 3 guys.
Only
You get 3 guys.
Well, Oh,
You can rule this one.
I get 3
I
guys. All right, I don't have to turmoil this turn.
This one looks good down here. This lower fox, because there's a bunny right next to it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, also this mouse doesn't have anybody in it.
Well, I have the
Can-
fewest warriors. Or
Yeah, you can.
gonna have to be.
Oh,
It's gonna have to be a mouse.
yes.
So
Well, this
you'll be
one's
able
got
to swing around your 3 of your warriors to get to another one.
because this one's got a neighboring build slot you can use. I guess this one does too.
I think
Mm.
this is the best.
And I'll
Yeah,
need to go
because you can
through.
you can wild bunny fox. Or wild bunny fox.
Yeah, that's the same here. Like wild bunny.
Yeah, I think you're
and
going
can
down here.
Move. Maybe put an extra thing into build, just to get yourself some leeway.
In the shell of the
leverage.
burning keep.
Yeah.
A new roost begins. Squawk.
All right. I'm gonna have to put another card into the decree, which I guess is gonna be this. I'll recruit What are you? You're fox. So, wild, bunny, fox. Bunny? Wild, bunny. No. Going out. Wild. I think I might just want a turmoil here, huh?
Do you?
Not really, but the gone in.
I mean, you can just like.
Is there any way you can do those two builds?
Why do you?
No, I only have one build.
Yeah.
Because you just need to.
So wild,
Was
fox, bunny.
Oh, you're going that way.
Oh, I can just do this as 2. I think it's the only way I can go, right? Bunny.
Yep. Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to do that, right? Because there's 4 here.
But I
Roll
moved one
one.
here first, so I now roll the clear
And
I'm
then-
going into.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's right. I forget about that.
Yeah, I guess I'll run with this. Well builder. Get 1
Long
point.
live the builder.
Draw 1 card.
All right, let us refresh. The cat's in the lead. Don't have anything that's nice and easy for me, unfortunately. I guess that's just generally how the cats operate, right? So
Well, I have
will...
no workshops, so I've got a little bit of work ahead of me.
You got no workshops. You got no sawmills.
That's
Yeah,
what I meant.
it's
Yeah, no
true.
sawmills.
It's true. It's true. All right. Cool. You have two bunny workshops too, which is interesting. Nothing that I can make use of, sadly. So let's.
I do have a crossbow.
You do have a crossbow. That's interesting to me. I'm going to see. Is there anything that I can do over there? I'm going to. There's no buried treasure.
Someday.
The pirates have neglected burying their treasure.
Someday.
Dude, I've been
I
trying.
will
The board's too busy for me to rule
Flip.
anywhere.
move. So go ahead and flip that. I will craft
Whoa!
Nice.
for 2 points.
That's some good crafting.
And then there's I can't do that. Can't do my quest right now. Or I can, but then I won't be able to move anywhere. You know what? That's fine. I'm going to draw some cards by Oh, no, I can't, can I? Because that will fill up my I won't have enough items to do that. Darn it, bag. I need more bags, you guys. Stop spending them.
I was very excited to craft all that stuff for you, but that is not what happened.
I move up there. I already exhausted that. I can prep myself for that. At least. I'm going to... Let's steal a card from...
This is why I use my favor.
Yeah, let's steal a card from the pirates.
Dude, I was in 1 point like a minute ago. Take it from the cats. Take it from the stupid pond people.
I mean, the cats will need at least 2 more turns. I'm thinking.
I mean,
I
I'm
can't
scoring.
take it from the spawn frog people.
Well, just so you know, I'm scoring 1 point if I can bury once. So like that's my engine. So
Okay.
Well, at least
yeah.
you've got like these 2 clearings would be good spots to bury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll head up and move. I will.
Be nice if I could move out of any clearings to get there.
I'll attack the roost. Do you want to ambush me?
Nope.
Ccoyote. All right. For another point. And then I'm going to use my last hammer to undamage my sword. And I draw 2.
All right, so no wood. I think I'm going to take my first action and build a sawmill.
I do think our issue right now is the frog people, because I don't know how they score, but they get a lot of pieces and cardboarded. Yeah, because my scoring is very slow. I'm mostly just here to cause chaos.
All right, so I've marched, and now I'm going to battle the frogs.
Yes. Okay. Ambush.
All right.
And I deal 2 hits.
Why? Because you're on the river?
Yeah. And that's what, 3 against me?
Mm-hmm. And then I will build. I don't know if I want to build a sawmill there though. Then I'll build a sawmill here.
Oof. Hurts pirates. Ouch.
Then I'll
What hurt?
draw 1 card.
Oh, you filled up here.
Oh, I do get no. I don't get any points for that.
I don't have the guys. I couldn't go rule there anyways.
Even if I moved?
I'm gonna be in here.
Okay, you're going up here?
I don't know yet. I need to see where people are on my turn.
Okay.
But having you out of that clearing helps, because it's like I have 3 guys I couldn't have moved out. So
Is it my go?
Yep. I think so.
Okie dokie.
Did you draw Baba?
Yes.
I feel like I am not going to hatch or recruit. And so I'll get 3 actions. One of them is going to be to build here for a free spawn. One of them will be to craft armors. And the next one will be to build for a spawn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Hiya.
Kidoki. I'm gonna hoist the sails.
Well, I took one.
Hoist...
I took 1 pond.
Yeah. Yep. You did indeed. Depending on how many I got 2 action. I got 1 fight action without spending cards. And I also have to spend cards to bury, and then Prince stole one of my cards. So
It wasn't that good of a card.
It doesn't I just need the suit, dude. I just need the suit.
I know. I'm just teasing.
So I don't
I
have
think
the
focusing on
economy.
burying is very fair.
Well, maybe
I've seen you
maybe
bury stuff.
the
I
vagabond
need
can.
items to bury first, dude. I need items.
Well, I don't have any.
I know you don't, which is
I
the
don't have any
problem.
craftables either. Sorry.
I know. Okay. Anyways, I hosted the sales. I came into here. I'm gonna craft myself some coins. These ones here.
Hey, that's forgery.
1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I can move. So Slug, I can't like battle twice. Like I have to move and battle, and then I can only do more
You
battles
get
if I
one of
spend a
each.
card.
Yeah.
One of each. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna be moving.
No, eh?
No. I'm going to. I mean, I could go hit the vagabond, but he's got 2 swords, and like my forces. I think I need to stay a turn on the ship.
But you could also just go bury. No, if you have a mouse.
I could, but my card draw is shit, and I kind of want to save it up. But let me see what happens first. I'm gonna battle here for a. Do I have to do it in order? Do I have to move and battle in order?
No,
I don't think so.
any order.
Okay.
He does have armorers, by the way, if that matters to you.
It's not gonna matter because do I get the card anyway?
Well,
if
I
you
would
have
ignore
hits-
all hits.
So it means you wouldn't deal any hits, which means you wouldn't steal a card. I don't know if he's going to
Like-
use it to avoid losing a card, but just something to be aware
the
of.
ship here to get the crossbow from the cats would not be a bad
I
move.
don't need to hit the cats right now.
I will also hit them here if you want help with that.
The thing is, I need it to help my engine a little bit, so I need a card. But if he's got armor, then I don't think I can hit him at all because.
But like
that's
I'm just
just,
saying,
like,
like if
my
you
wasted
Well,
action.
the
if
point
you
is
left-
that you go in and you burn the armorers, and then the Eyrie can come in, or he doesn't use armorers on this round, and then
My
you get what
scoring
you
is
want.
so slow. I don't know that I can waste my 1 battle action.
No,
I
but like
do
if you came out here, battled the cats to get the crossbow, and then used your move action over
can't.
here,
Well, I'm gonna get the crossbow down here without
why
having.
can't she battle the cats?
I don't want to battle the cats here. I'm gonna
Okay.
battle the cats down here
Okay.
because I kind of want
Oh
this
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
back.
Either way.
Yeah. But I wanted to hit you, but you got that armors.
Yeah, I spent an action doing it. It had to be done.
I guess for the betterment of the table, I will attack you here. Would you like to use your arm? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna roll it first. Would you
All right,
like
so
to
are you
use your
taking a
armor?
card from me?
Yes, I'm taking a card from you.
Okay, let me
have
just
any
do this, and you take 2 hits, or no, just 1 hit. 'Cause I forgot
Yeah.
not on the river.
I thought I rolled a 0, did I not?
It was
It was a
1-0.
It was a 1-0.
Oh,
I don't
right.
take Shoo, scared me. It's mine. I don't rule here. And I can't move out. I do have a move left, but I can't actually move anywhere. So yeah, I guess we will evacuate the ship. We will take our move action to go there. We're gonna battle the cats here, spending a fox card. Favor of foxes.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take your crossbow, so I'm not actually gonna do a hit. And I have a scouting party, so he dies, but he takes the crossbow with him. Did
I did it all for the crossbow.
He tried, man. He tried.
For you, my capitan.
And then I check in. Yeah. I'll bury for a single point. Feels bad. But that's what I do.
You'll get there.
I'm not going to have time to get there, I don't think.
I know. I think that the ambush was the hardest part for you.
The two ambushes.
You crossbow bearing, I guess?
Yes. No, I'll ditch the coins because they're not doing me any good right now.
Oh, you get an extra recruit out of it.
Oh, it's not for per two, is it?
No. Yeah, this is per 2.
This one's per two.
And
but
this is for each.
Okay, then yeah, I'll
so
do
this
this.
is worth 4 recruits too. Yeah.
I'll do a crossbow then.
Oops,
Oop,
sorry.
oop, oop.
Just trying to pick up your sand for you.
Um.
I don't know what the lore for that is. Pick up the sand.
Actually,
for
I
me.
guess I could have battled again, but I didn't. So
What, with a mouse card?
with a mouse card, I didn't even
Right.
think about it. Okay, all right. Recruit. Draw. See, I need my engine. I'm drawing one card. It's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, what is it? It's under your second berry or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are you? So you're gonna try to take him out over here,
Take him out? No. Hit him once.
or hit him once? Okay, sure. Because I can get there to help weaken him, but
Move. Then move. And that's everything. It was a wild fox, rabbit. Then I'll battle the fun warriors here.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is not rolling high today.
no.
And I'll build a roost here. And I will get 1 point. And draw 1 card.
Cool. I'm going to refresh some items. I will refresh. So there's buried treasure here. The buried treasure doesn't have items. So
It
what's
does. That one's got a crossbow under it.
Crossbow.
Oh, when you were burying it, I saw the crossbow still there, so I mistook that. So
If you're a raccoon that likes crossbows, have I got the crossbow for you? It's only what, like third hand now, fourth hand.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, I was here. If I do that, I don't get to slip. So I'm not going to be able to do that.
I mean, you could slip into this forest and go into here if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean either way, but to both be able to take the treasure and go there is not gonna happen this turn. But I will slip here. I guess it doesn't matter where I'll slip, but I will move into here. I will craft a sword. Ooh, I absolutely did not do that last turn, so I'm going to I thought I had another bag. Or there was another bag out. That's where it went. I see.
No, I've
that'll
had
be
this
fine.
bag the whole time.
Yeah,
This
I
is my
know.
starting bag.
Just hand it down from
I wouldn't have
captain
been
to
able
captain.
to. I wouldn't have been able to take the treasure anyway because I needed to have got rid of the torch last round because I was
Ouch.
over items. So I will do that now, and I'm going to.
You are over items? You're not over items.
It was 6. Oh,
It's
6 plus 2 per bag. So yeah, you were right. I'm sorry. I thought it was for some. I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay.
Thank you. I am in a bad head state as of last Friday. I'm gonna attack the pond warriors right here.
All right.
All right, let's roll the bones. 2-0. So I will give myself 2 points for that.
No
Because of
armorers.
Hostile.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So yeah, and then you score 2 for this.
Yep. And
Oh, he only did 2 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, you did 3 hits. No, yeah, you only did 2 hits.
I did 2 hits. It was 2-0. So it was the warrior and the pond.
Oh, I thought there was 2 warriors there. Did I make that
No.
up? Oh.
There were until the Eyrie came in and lightened him. And then I will attack the pond warriors again in that clearing.
You should have you should have 2 swords exhausted now.
I just crafted one and I exhausted both of mine this turn. So that was my second battle.
3 points.
Okay. And then I will... I can't move there. So I'm going to move up into there. And then draw 2 cards. There's only 1 here, so let's refill.
Favors are back. It's favor time.
All right. So I get 1 wood. No crafting. I think I'm gonna... I don't really want to do this.
I don't want to do this anymore.
And then I'm going to spend the 1 wood. Well, actually, before I do that, I do get to make 1 more move action. If I want. I don't think there is one I want to do. Wait. I do want to put this... That's the second part of my move, so... Then now I will build a sawmill for 1 point. And 1 wood. Looks like I already took that off. And then I'll recruit. And then for Command Warren, I will move this cat down to here. And draw 1 card.
Alright. So I'm gonna ribbon on over here, hatching my tadpoles, and I'm gonna hatch the other tadpole. How many do I need here? 4. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I guess I'll hatch the other tadpole. I get unos, dos, tres acciones. I shall move 4 from here to here, spending this to continue the same move action to here. My second will be to build. That gets me a free spawn. And I will spawn again. And then I score 3. Chased by the Vagabond and diversifying. I'm not only in rabbits, not only in fox or mouse. And then I only draw 3 cards. This one and this one.
All right. Well, him setting up on the river is not great because what do you do? Like at least one extra hit on the river, or like 2 or something?
Just 1.
Just 1. Yeah, I don't really know how to deal with that. So I will move here, park on the froggies, and I'm not gonna craft. I don't think I'm gonna take my guys. Move. I don't. I need more cards. More cards. Okay. We're going to move and battle the Vagabond, and I will be taking an item because unfortunately I need items to score, and you are the only one with items. And I'm sorry about it.
You don't need my permission.
I don't.
2 damage and 1 item, right?
Ouch.
2 damage and 1 item, yes.
Okay, so let's see.
And I think you have to give me something that I don't have. I assume.
Is that right?
Well, I can't have more than this 1 item of each type. So I assume that means you have to give me something I don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I will give you a boot.
Perfect.
And then I will damage. Oh, that's gonna hurt. All right.
Okay.
Gonna make me have difficulty taking care of the pond people, but all right.
I mean, I gotta.
You gotta do you.
You'd love those juicy pond points.
I don't want those juicy pond points.
I'm trying to see if there's a way
I'm
where I
sick
could
for 'em.
score more than 1 point, but
They're always after me, Marshy. Pond points.
move the fox. No.
Not burying?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, I'm burying. I was trying to figure out if I took the guys off the ship, could I move? I could move here if I had a mouse to spend, but then my mouse I couldn't bury. It's a whole thing.
It is.
Yeah. So I will not be spending any of my cards. I'm just gonna bury using my one.
Ooh,
My
I'm
one
going
mouse.
to change one of my damaged things.
So there is a boot going under this situation. In case you want that boot back, Vagabond.
Yeah,
I don't know why you would,
my
but you might.
coins instead.
Oh, if he wants to go for a gun.
Yep. That'll be 2 points and 2 cards. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, my recruit. Yes. I'm recruiting all the rest of my guys.
Now you got the crew.
Yeah, but I still gotta have items, and the Vagabond's the only one with items. So yeah.
Hunt him for us.
I don't want to.
We shall cheer you on.
I think I get this worked out. So bunny, fox, then wild. Oh shit, no, I didn't do that right. Starts like this. So it's
You gotta leave a guy in the fox, maybe.
Yeah.
bunny, fox, wild, fox. Bunny, fox, wild, fox. Yep, that works. Then I'll battle the cats here.
No
ambush.
ambush.
Fantastic.
Oh, Baba, how are you liking your foot pedal?
I love it, except for the fact that it thinks it's a key on the keyboard.
Right.
One cat's gone.
I have to do some configuration.
Yeah, I'm sure you could bind it to like some sort of like.
And
There's
I
a
will
software
build
that comes with it.
Yeah, bind it to like numpad,
Here?
like numpad dash or something.
Or
get 2
pause
points,
break.
Yeah.
No one
Exactly.
uses pause
and
break
draw
anymore.
2 cards.
Baba, did you want this breakdancing cat? He's doing it 80s style.
2, 3, 4.
I don't see it.
No.
Oh, that one.
Solid.
For field hospitals, if you want them.
Yeah.
I don't have a keep, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
remember that
Sorry.
when
Oops,
remember
sorry.
when the
Oops,
mouse the
that
mice
happened.
revolted in my
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
They said
Mm.
there's these pirates that came by and told us that we should kill you?
I'm gonna slip down there. I will craft Weiss. I will
Like they said it
craft-
was we owed them a favor, but we kind of thought that it would be like
2
maybe help
points.
them repair a shed or something, but apparently they we're not comfortable with this, but this is what we're doing.
Someone is going to become against the conservation here of the forest. They're trying to get the bonds.
And Prince, you will be over now.
I will be over. This is right. I damaged this. Oh, it's damaged, but it's not exhausted. That's right. I'm going to attack the pond people,
Okay.
and it will damage me some more. All right, that's what I needed.
Oh, I think he does.
it-
I'll
do
save
one.
that.
You do
Oh,
okay. You do
There's
one hit to
armors.
me, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh wait, you're the thing. Yeah, no, go. That's fine. Here, yeah. Blow them up. Ah.
wait, why?
you do a
Oh,
thing
okay.
to me still.
Yeah, I do a thing too.
So
and
that
you get
was
1 point or 2 points.
2 points. Yeah, 2 points.
Why did you take that back when you realized it was the Vagabond? Because he's in
Oh, because
second
he's got
place?
like 3 more. He's got 2 more battles.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah,
What
yeah.
does it matter?
Yeah, true enough.
And then I will.
The Vagabond says, "What armor?"
I can't move into that clearing.
Which one?
Nope. One's with me.
The ones with you. Yeah, the ones with the Pond Confederation. So what I will do instead is I'm going to
You could aid me.
yeah, I can't aid you actually. Right?
Oh, never mind. You can't aid me. Just kidding. You also don't get points for hitting me. I don't think.
I don't get points for hitting you. That's true.
You can explore.
I'm going to explore
Give you a point.
to give me another point. And another thing.
Kill the pirate's card draw.
Kill the pirate's card draw. I will move up into here.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of the sweet. I don't know. I mean, I'm scoring 2 points a turn, so I don't
And
know.
then
that
I
it
will
matters.
move up into here.
Sorry, but you moved.
Yeah,
Here?
you don't have the boots.
Oh yeah. Yep. So I still only have 1. Okay, that makes this different. Sorry, cats. I'm gonna battle you.
All right, no ambush.
3 and 2. So that's another 2 points.
Relationship over.
Relationship over. That was a sword. I will damage a boot and
So this is basically game because he's gonna go into the forest. Well, maybe not.
the pond people might still have it. And then
I don't think I do. Oh, because you have to go to the forest. That might give it to me.
Go into the forest, and then refresh, and come out, do damage. Like,
Yeah, I think the Vagabond really benefits from having the
I'm gonna
pirate on the
move
board.
here, and I'm going to attack the pirates.
You don't even get points for hitting me.
I don't, but
Just gonna
it's
take
scary.
damage.
I'm gonna take damage.
Right. Not sure why you did that, but okay.
Because I'm gonna have to go into the forest anyway.
I would have preferred if you didn't take my game doing it, but that's fine.
That's fine. It wouldn't be the first time today that I've taken someone's game.
No.
And that's it. I draw a card, and then I have to get rid of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to get rid of 3 things. So I will get rid of this guy. Actually, I'll keep him. I'll get rid of these 2 and the torch.
all right. So I get 2 wood. I need 3. I'm gonna build, or I'm sorry, march 3 here, and then I will build a recruiter. For 1 point. And then I'll recruit. And then I'll use my cobbler. And then draw 1 card.
Okie doke. So I am going to hatch. I am very happy that you reduced the number here slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. I don't believe I am doing the other one. I believe that what I'm doing is I've got 3 actions. I'm going to move. Or do I? I think I need a 4th action, I believe. So I need to move. Put that in reserve. Build. Spawn. And do? I need to build.
No.
Oh, sorry. This is the weird thing that I did. So, okay, so now I'm going to move and use this tadpole to build. Gives me a free spawn because I rule. And then I will use this to craft. For 2. Right.
Does it not need to match the clearing?
It's the pawns.
Oh, okay.
But I needed it for the extra action to do it. So I had to get the extra spawn. So I spawned. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I get 1, 2, 3. Hopefully 3 ambushes. All bird. Oof, lucky. 3 bird ambushes.
I mean, I don't know who you think's coming after you. So
The thief.
Yeah, that's not happening. Well, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna hoist my sails. We're gonna go down here. I wish the thief hadn't hit me for no reason, but it's fine. Yeah, moving there. Not gonna craft. I don't have anything. Well, I could craft royal claim, but I'm not going to. Okay. And then Slug, tell me if I'm doing this wrong, but it does say I can do this in any order over here.
Yep.
So I'm going to be spending a card to move and then taking my free move.
Yeah, you can go move, battle, move, battle, move,
Yeah.
move, battle.
But I'm going to use my card movement before I use my free movement, I guess is what I'm saying. And that appears kosher to me. So
yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So in daylight, we disembark. And we will take our mouse move. I did this right in my head. Take our mouse move to get out of there. And then we will take our free move. I didn't need that many people, but that's how many I brought. Our free move over there. And then we're going to bury... We could fight for free. The only person I have to fight is the cats, and I don't really feel like doing that. So,
well, if you got a card, though, you might be able to use that to move to bury up here.
I need 2. I'm in my 2. So, but I guess I'll fight anyways, because you're right, I could get a card for later if I get another turn. So, cats, I'm going to fight you here with my one little dude. And he's not going to actually do a hit.
That's just old Weasley.
Yep, he will die. I will take a card at random. Gracias. Oh, I'm sorry, cat.
No! Why?
Why?
That's the only card.
I know, and I can't even use it. Like
every other card didn't matter to me. I would have given you all 4 of these just to save that one.
I would give this back to you if I could.
Ugh.
Okay. So what I
hit the R too
do...
many times.
Yeah, I'm not. There's nothing useful that I can do with it because of how many cards I need. So I will bury twice. I'm going to bury first in the rabbit, then in the fox. So that takes 3 cards total.
Which rabbit, though?
This one.
Oh, it's on the river.
Son of a bitch. I'm going to spend this bird ambush.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Here. Okay.
Or you spend the rabbit to move up there, so you can spend the 2 bird cards, or something. Or no, you need that to do that. I see.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So rabbit move, 2 birds, and my first fox. Does that make sense? I promise I'm not cheating.
Yeah, because one of them is a 1, one of them is a 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's some pirate math right there.
Yes, indeedy. Okay. So, yeah. So there's a T under there. Well, don't know that it matters what I put under there. So the Vagabond can explore it for free for a point. So let's see.
Nah, he
You know.
damages his torch.
Oh, well, maybe he can't. Boop. Okay. So yeah, that is a total of 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will draw 2 cards. Discard down to here. Oh, I need recruit. Sorry. I recruit 2 guys.
All right, I'm gonna throw this recruit. Put 2 here, and I'm going to move all of them, or that many. No, let's move all of them. I'll move all of those. Then I will. So that's fox, wild, fox. Then bunny, bunny. That's my moves. I will battle the pod warriors here.
Go for it.
2, 1. I will build a roost down here. And get 3 points.
I just realized that the Vagabond didn't actually damage his swords, so he's probably just going to win right now.
I don't think it's enough points, though.
He's got 3 battles.
Does
and
he
he's
have boots?
scoring- Oh.
He can slip and go into that fox clearing. There it is.
Yeah, but I can armor as one of them.
And there's not enough Eyrie there to do it.
6 points.
I don't think it'll be 6 points.
Let's see.
And one of the hits on the Eyrie would have to make them hostile. So that's. Are we playing Despot Infamy? I'm sorry to ask.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least in my dream.
I am
we
muted.
did.
But yeah, it's Despot Infamy. I don't think that I have enough. If I damage any of my swords in any of these battles, then it's just game over. So let's battle against the Pond Warriors.
But I think you had to do this because the Pond Warriors are winning on their turn. So
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
That's yeah.
Bring
I'm
it
gonna.
down. Come on, 3, 2, 1, 1.
So I gain a point.
And damage a sword.
You can damage a tea or a bag because it won't matter anyway. I mean, I guess you could also damage the sword that you well, you don't want to damage the sword because then you can only deal 2 hits.
I'm gonna damage the T.
Yeah.
I will battle the Pond Warriors again.
Okay.
And
I'll discard armors. So you take 1.
Yep. And then I will battle the Pond Warriors again.
See what happens.
oh, there's not enough cardboard there.
3 and 2. So yeah, there's
3
not enough
points.
cardboard. So that was 3 points. 1, 2, 3. That was not the maximum number of points I could have gotten from that. That would be 29. But yeah. So I am done. I will draw a card and then discard my entire satchel. Hold on.
Well, not a lot for me to do.
Winging you, bot.
No, I don't think I do. I don't even have 1 bird card.
Sorry. You can ditch suited cards to score points here and here and.
That cost me an action to move.
Oh, yes, true that. But if
no.
you're gonna go build up in that mouse, it would give you 2 slots to do it.
Get what? 2 wood. It's such a bummer that I have to move to build. Or I could just attack to build. You know what? We're gonna do this because you have 4. I just need 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. The one action.
There's also this clearing on the river, but you can gain the buried treasure and build more. Of course, up there.
Actually, I'm gonna move. Oh wait, I can't do it that way. Never mind. I'll spend this. Claim this. For 1 point, and then I will build a sawmill, 2 wood, and 2 points. And then I guess I'll recruit. And draw 1 card. All right, Slug.
All right, so I think that I'm gonna, because I care about the forest here. I have no tadpoles. My young have been destroyed, but the ponds will live on. So I will spend my first action to move plus move from this clearing. So I rule that clearing to then build. I actually almost could not move out of the clearing.
And there it is.
But it was
4 points.
I guess maybe I could have, instead of doing that, I could have just gone down and done that, and then that would have been enough. Yeah, just for fun, I'm gonna spawn at the river. It's not the river where we were born, but it's the river nonetheless.
Interesting.
game.
I seem to remember something about a no turmoil Eyrie.
It was in my dream. I'm glad my
was
nightmare
my-
did not come true.
Mhm.
I had
Yeah.
a dream where I was completely wiped from the board, and not a single piece was left.
Well, that was a very rough Eyrie game between getting favored and drawing no birds or crafting.
Yeah.
Also a rough Cats
Yep.
game.
Yeah, Cats also had it pretty tough.
I gave
Yeah.
you guys a bunch of crafting cards in the beginning.
My problem
Here,
was
just-
is that
just
I
give me
put
some.
all my sawmills in mouse without really even paying attention to it, and then when they got favored, I lost all of them. That was really the devastating part.
Yes.
More than
well,
anything.
and if I had not favored, I would be back here. So
I'm not saying that you didn't do the right thing.
I'm not saying that I shouldn't have. I'm just saying, like, I don't know how I keep up in points without favor cards. Like, I don't know.
I think that double ambush did a lot more damage than.
But I was same position the time I've played this before. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's just I'm not playing it right, but points come rough to the pirates. They're not like the Eyrie or the toads where it's kind of the passive
Passive,
thing.
yeah.
Well, the woodland is a wetter, squishier, mushier place.
It is indeed.
Thanks to the Bond Warriors Confederation.
Well, that is our look back at Root history and going back old school, reflecting on what we saw in the past. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Thanks to all of our players, Prince and Slugface and Apple and Ccoyote. And I'm losing my voice as I talk. Yeah, thanks for being here, and
Thanks,
we will see you
Phil.
next time.
Bye-bye.
Until next time.
Bye.